Good morning, guys, from the desert. It's Friday and I'm gonna do a good full vlog today with this camera. We're going to the tournament later, the Indian Wells tennis tournament. I realized my whole life I've said the word tournament wrong. When I started playing tennis, I realized people pronounce it tournament, tour, like you say tournament. My whole life I've said tournament. Which do you say? Monica and I were discussing and we feel like tournament sounds very East Coast and it feels weird. Like I feel like I'm trying too hard when I say it that way, but then I'm also like self-conscious if I don't around tennis people because they all say it that way. So I'm like, tournament, it just sounds weird to me. But anyway, we're gonna get some work done this morning. I have some clients who submitted, basically, you know, we're in like a multiple offer situation and maybe we'll hear back today. I'm gonna follow up with the listing agent. It'll probably take one more day though. That's kind of exciting if that goes through. I think they have a really good shot and I think they're gonna feel good even if they don't get it because, you know, they know the number that's not gonna work for them. Just getting a vlog uploaded right now. Dog check. Nikki is in her middle splits. Your middle splits. Hi. So cute. Let's go see Pear. What's up, Pear? Sit. Can you sit for me? No, you only do that when I have food. Sit, 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 sit. Oh, good. Sit. Yeah, they're having fun here. They're up to no good. Let's have a little more coffee. Okay, let's get some work done because it's been tough today. The zoomies are going crazy this morning. And Baylor's in... Wait. They like playing with Lily, which I think is so cute. Yeah, keep going. I had to make a difficult decision this morning to not go on a brand trip that I really wanted to go on. It looked cool. So I got invited by Rivian. Rivian, like one of the coolest brands. I love Rivian. I want to buy one, actually. Hey, Lily, stop that. Stop, hey. I got invited by them to go to South by Southwest and it wasn't a paid thing. It was just like a free trip. But the issue is I would have to spend $100 a day boarding my dogs. So I'd spend $400 to go basically make content for a company that I wouldn't get paid for. I'm like, I'd be paying to make content for them. It just is really hard because this week I've been like going to the tennis tournament. I haven't been like as productive. And then I have these buyers who like, maybe they're gonna get in contract, gonna need to do the inspection. If they do, I mean, knock on wood, who knows? I ended up getting this brand deal that has like a really quick turnaround. So I'm gonna have to spend time filming that next week. And I was like, I just don't think this is gonna work, even though I wanna go. It just, I have to prioritize the paid partnership, you know? Which I'm thankful to have. So it's a bummer because it looked really fun. Maybe in the future though, when I have more time. Let's do a little voiceover for this video. I always travel with this mic. It does make it hard to travel light when you bring a camera, a microphone, dog crates, whatever. Need all my stuff. So I know I said RV, but this is technically a trailer. Little face sunscreen. Just gonna use my Hongbot this morning. All right, let's hit it. Solid workout. Just gonna do a couple serves and then pick everything up. I know I did a whole video on my main channel about this ball machine, but if anyone's curious, I'll link it below and I'll link, I think they had like a discount code or something, I don't know, but I love this thing, especially when I'm in Palm Springs. Okay guys, we are back from Indian Wells. By we, I mean Pear, Nicole and I. Get up here, girls. I bought from this small business and then they like offered to send me some hand soap. So this is that May hand soap company. So now I'll have some. Oh, it's gonna look so good on the counter. But like I said a little bit ago, Love to support a small business. Like, this to me is cooler than buying from some soap company that is like owned by private equity. They're made in small batches and it really does smell very good. And this is like kind of a Palm Springs flavor. Ooh, and they sent a candle. Love that. Yeah, if you want to support a small business, I feel like this is a good gift. I had some clients who were so close to getting this townhouse, but the other person ended up going just a little higher than they were willing to, so that's okay, we'll find them something. This is from Cezanne. Paris is like, ooh, Paris. It's from Paris, Paris. So I got a pair of sandals. Just disclaimer, this is PR. I feel so freaking lucky that Cezanne sends me PR. Like, this is just a really classic pair of black sandals that they almost look like Birkenstocks, but they're like more elevated. You know, I would prefer the aesthetic of like a thin sandal, but my flat feet could never. I like that these have like a thick sole and they look like good for flat feet. I don't know for sure yet, but hopefully. And then, so this is a denim dress that I just thought looked super cute. You like tie it. Do you get the vision? I'll try it tomorrow. Tomorrow is a YouTube day, working on YouTube stuff more than real estate because I have a brand deal. Good morning, guys. It is Friday. The girls have been walked and we're gonna continue to make it a productive day. Started it off strong because I finished editing this video about that Pebble RV I stayed in. That's kind of how the timeline turned out. Been trying something a little different when I edit ChatGPT or Claude. I've been using Claude a little more, experimenting with them both still, but it told me, I forget which one, that it's faster to edit if you just do a pass through, like put the story together. Don't do any titles or music or anything. Wait for that for like the second pass. So I did that and I feel like it did make it a little easier because it's less context switching. And then when I was adding titles, I can just like copy and paste the same font. So I do think it was a little bit quicker. I love how once they get their zoomies out, they like to sit on this chair and like hang out near me while I edit. Like, it's so cute. Hi, girls. They are just so precious. Oh, do you want to bridge pair? Good job. Hi. Oh my God. I will say it's been getting a little easier with the dogs. I walk them separately, but it's shorter walks, so it's less stressful. And I really focus on the training stuff that the trainer taught me to do. And it's helped, but I think it's honestly going to take months for them to like really get it. And I need to do more actual sessions with the trainer because they still react a lot when they see other dogs. So here's what we got on the to-do list for today. I'm going to film, edit, and then I have some personal things on the list too. I've been really trying to lately not do as much context switching when I'm working and just give myself permission to work on what I'm working on and not feel guilty about the things I'm not working on. And it's made it a lot easier to focus. I pick 3 or 4 things to do for the day, and then like for like actual work related, like brand deals, videos, real estate stuff, and then personal things. So yeah, we already got the big one out of the way. So I'm actually getting new real estate headshots today because I joined that different team. So I didn't really love the headshot I had with the other team. And since I got a nose job, I'm like, I should really just do new ones. So we're doing that and then we're filming at a listing. And I want to talk about while I make sure that my hair looks good. I feel like it actually does look good already, but like I'll chat about why I do not recommend getting into real estate if you live in a major city like LA or New York or any expensive city, and I'll explain to you why. So the thing is, you know, I've been doing it, I would say more seriously since October, and I just had some clients who they were so close to getting a place. It is difficult in this city, and I'll tell you why. So one reason I don't really recommend real estate in LA specifically, or probably a lot of California cities, is because one, the transaction volume is pretty low. And if you are kind of closer to my age, if you're someone who's in their 20s or 30s, know that a lot of the transactions are actually done by people much older, like boomers, for example. It's just the cost to buy here is quite high. And what I've noticed that real estate, it's easier to break into in cities where the cost to buy is lower because the average person can afford to buy. And the average person, you know, they may not know an agent. Whereas here, many of the people who are buying and selling have already purchased before. Of course, there are some first-time buyers. Like, I'm working with people, obviously. I probably have like 5 clients I'm working with, but I just think it's harder in this city because a lot of the people who are buying and selling, they already have an agent that they bought their house or sold their house with. Not to say that you can't crack into it, it's just harder. I think another thing is this city has a lot of real estate agents. You know, this is like a city where people like to have unconventional jobs. There are actors that are also have their real estate license. A lot of people just like get it, sort of like I did initially, just to have it in case they want to buy something and not use an agent, or like their cousin has one, like that kind of thing. And then the shows like Selling Sunset, what else? Like Million Dollar Listing have glamorized it and made a lot more people like want to do it and get into it, even though it's like obviously never as glamorous as like a TV show. But because of that, I think this city specifically, and really everywhere, has a lot more people wanting to be real estate agents than before. Like, think about it. 20 years ago, it wasn't a cool job to have. It was like, you kind of thought of it as like your mom's friend. Like, that's sort of how I thought of real estate. Like, my aunt was a real estate agent. That was like the stereotype. And now it is different. It's like something more people want to do. So of course it's like, it's more competitive and harder because there's only so many transactions that are going to be done a year, you know? Someone on the team that I was on last had done so many transactions in this town that he lived in before, which was like a Midwestern town where the cost of living is, you know, a lot lower. It's more attainable for people to buy. He would sell like 30 or more houses a year, but he moved here and he was like, oh shit, like this is not going to work. And he ended up moving out of LA because it's just like a lot harder, basically. I think even where Monica does it in Seattle, that's such a good relocation market. People will get a job in Seattle and they will buy immediately because it actually is a good city to like place roots. Whereas LA, people will relocate here, but they'll rent for like the whole time that they live here. Yeah, obviously it's not impossible. It's never impossible, but I do think that it's harder. It's not something I like super recommend. Like personally, I'm glad that I have like content as well that I do. And yeah, but at times it is fun, at times it is frustrating. Like, I have like so far, I've made like $10,000 in real estate. Like, that's it. That's the reality of it. It's one of those things it's really not a get rich quick kind of thing. The people who are making a lot of money in it are the ones who have done it for like 5-10 years and who have a referral business. It's all about the long game. I don't know. I think the third thing is, I just saw a video about a guy who sold his house using AI. I mean, who's to say more discount brokerages aren't gonna come in, people using ChatGPT instead of like the advice of an agent. I feel like that could become more of a thing. There are discount brokerages that'll do, you know, there'll be a buyer's agent for like 1.5% commission, for example. Are they as good? I don't really know. I've never used one. Maybe. I'm not gonna knock it. If I knew how much time and effort and just time wasted, like people really waste your time, I probably wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have pursued it. Maybe I would have just doubled down on content, you know? But I mean, real estate can be fun. Other thing that people don't talk about is it is not a respected job. Like, people are dying for realtors to go away. Like, all the comments on the AI video, the guy who used AI to sell his house, everyone was like, good, this is one job I'd be glad for AI to take. And I mean, I get it. So these are just the things I've noticed. I do think real estate, it's like a little easier if you just live somewhere where the cost of, it's easier to break into if you live somewhere where the cost of living is more affordable or the cost to buy is a little more affordable than somewhere where, I mean, LA prices are just, they're crazy. I just have a hard time balancing how much time I put into real estate and YouTube because right now, honestly, right now, both of them are not feeling worth it. Okay, this is gonna do for the hairless picket fits. I feel like this is a good top. It's from Saison. This is a good one. Dang it, you guys. They've been doing so good, but Nicole just had an accident. I keep the balcony open so they can go out there, but I don't know, she panicked. My poor Nikki girl. I hate when people are like, this company sponsor me, but low-key, they should. I'm a big fan of this product. Okay, let's head to the shoot. 880 Teakwood. So this is like a $5 million house that we're going to shoot at that our team just got in Brentwood. So I'm gonna get short form, but also probably stuff for an eventual YouTube like neighborhood tour. This is the house. Everyone's filming a little bit over here, but check out the kitchen. Love the Taj Mahal counters. This isn't even the best part though. Trying to be quiet because they're recording some audio too. Really good. Okay, guys, I actually need advice on how to get this red paint off of my car. It was actually months ago. I ran over, I think, some wet paint. You know, the car wash doesn't take it off. I should probably order those like paint remover wipes, but maybe that would do the trick. Hey, Perry, you're being awfully chill. Hi, Nick. Hi, girls. Hi, girls. Let's go outside. Let's go outside. All right, and we are back at my desk. Next thing on my to-do list is actually a personal task. I need to deal with my ER bill. It's $6,000. So first things first, let's see if we can get it down at all. Like, sometimes you can, might as well try. So covering my address, but this right here is the amounts that they charged me for when I went to the ER. So I've been like asking Claude and ChatGPT like what I can do to try and get it down from $6,000 because it just feels insane. It feels insane for what it was. Like, it was essentially a blood test. They did an x-ray. They did do an EKG. I don't really know why, but that doesn't seem like it would be that expensive. I got one of those before I had my nose job too, and that was, I think, $200. But here they charge, what, $715? I don't know. I don't mean to complain, and obviously I think that the care providers should get paid. They should get paid well for that job. That's a fucking hard job. But I feel like for what I had done, I would just expect in my mind it to be like $2,000, not the cost of a minor surgery, you know? It's the facility fee, the ER facility fee they're charging $5,000 for. Man, it's really gonna make me think twice about ever going to the ER. I'm gonna be like dying and like, do I want it? No, I'm kidding. I'd still go, but it's just, I was gonna say it's a bummer that America is like this, but it's more than a bummer. It is, I don't even have the words. I don't have the words. It's a scam. Okay, so I've gone through every CPT code they gave me, and then I went through the JSON file, it's called. It's basically a confusing file, but you can search your CPT codes and see how much they're supposed to charge your insurance, how much they'll charge for like a discounted cash amount. And I found some of them, it looks like they overcharged me. Some it looks like the cash amount would be less. So I don't know, I'm just gonna try and call and see what I can do. Shelby Church. This tomato soup, you guys, so good. Okay, I'm just making a little grilled cheese. I have Indian Wells on the semifinals. Some stuff I need to get rid of here. Harry, stop that. So I didn't really get much progress with calling my, the hospital that I went to. They were able to reduce it by 30% of the co-insurance amount. And most of it is the deductible, like 5,000 of it is the, well, really like 5,800 is the deductible and only 500 is co-insurance. So they were able to reduce it by $150. But my plan is to do a payment plan because I want to keep as much money as I can invested. And like, I don't want to just like hand over $6,000 to them. Like what I did in the past, I had a $500 bill from, forget what it was even called, urgent care. And I have an HSA account that the money is invested in. And I just did like $100, like $50 monthly payments and all my investment returns paid for that. I will just like pay for it with my HSA investment returns, hopefully. Except this is a much higher bill, so I don't know if I'll be able to. Okay, a little basil on the soup. This is not the vibe for the weather, but I'm excited for it. This is just one of those, let me eat what's in my fridge kind of dinners, you know? Like, I already had everything. I don't need to like go somewhere. It was a no spend day today on accident, 2 in a row. It's so rare, I feel like, when you're an adult to just not spend any money. Like, I feel like I'm always spending money. I need to give them a bath though. I did it for a while. Happy Saturday. My video is live about the Pebble. So I'm back on my YouTube grind. I was like not uploading very much for a while, but now I'm back on it. It's a beautiful day. Me and my friend Bree just walked my dogs and they're still staring at me as if they expect more walking or something. But I'm going to play tennis, going to the beach. It's just gonna be a fun day. One of those days where I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I live in LA. Like, it's March. It's gonna be like 80 out. Just do my favorite things. Tennis, beach, dinner with friends. Like, literally a perfect day. Now, really quick before I head to tennis, we'll do like a 7-minute cleanup. Start some music. Hey Siri, set a 7-minute timer.
7 minutes, counting down.
I am heading to the beach now. So we got dog TV on, they have a lick mat, and I actually set up a live stream. Sometimes I let them just free roam, and I leave the balcony door open and like the table blocked. But yes, let's go to the beach. If you ask me. Unless it's like...
It's over.
He doesn't even look that hyped.